Hey party people, Andrew here at SHOT 2023 with Brett from Streamlight. We've got a couple new things this year. It looks like we're starting with a few lights that are all in the same family here. Call me stupid, but that looks like a weapon-mounted light, and this looks like a handheld version of the same thing.
You're exactly right. So there's 3 new models in the Protac series of lights, a 2.0 series. They're all 2,000 lumens. They have a rechargeable battery in them. 2,000 lumen runtime. The handheld here is going to run for 2.5 hours at 2,000 lumens. Same with the rail-mounted, weapons-mounted light, and also with the headlight. With the battery that's in there, it's a rechargeable battery, proprietary to Streamlight. It's keyed. It has positive and negative, but it's USB rechargeable with the compact C plug on the side. It'll have charge indicators, red for charging, green when it's fully charged. What's unique about the battery, when it goes into the light, you have a shroud, and that gives you your charge port right through the side of the light, so you don't have to
no
remove
kidding.
the battery. It can be removed, or it can be left in the light and charged right through the side of the light.
Because that's something that I've been thinking about over the last couple of years, because there's a lot of different charging options for rechargeable. Either the CR123s or of course the rechargeables, and there's so many different ways to do it. Either there's some batteries that have this style where there's a plug literally in the cell.
Yes.
There's some that you have to take out, put in the charger, and all of that's a lot less convenient than plugging the light in. But if you put a port on it, that's an ingress point for water and stuff.
So this system really gives you the best of both worlds, because let's say you wanted to carry a backup or a secondary battery, you can charge that, and you're not stuck to a dedicated charger. You can still charge that battery on its own or in the light, whichever is more convenient for you.
But you can leave this on a rifle or shotgun in a patrol vehicle or for home defense, and it stays ready all the time.
Correct. And it's simple, unplug, ready to go, push the shroud closed. That's your waterproof, dustproof.
And of course it's not waterproof with it open, but it still works.
Correct. Correct.
If you're in a hurry and you need a light, you can have one that's ready all the time. I like that a lot.
Absolutely. The other thing with the rail mount or the weapons mounted light, it has a dual tail cap, so you have a button to run the light, and then it comes with a remote switch. So you would mount your remote switch and it plugs in the back. So the other thing with convenience, you get the switch all mounted and everything. You don't have to now try and unscrew the tail cap or something to change out the battery. You can charge the battery in the light. If you need to take it off, you can unplug, leave the switch mounted however you had it mounted, and go from there.
Okay, so that's pretty slick. That's a fairly industry standard thing, right? We got a remote switch and a built-in tail cap switch so that we can run this light however we want.
Correct.
It's particularly important if you want to mount the light in a position that is not easy to get to that tail cap.
You'll always have access to charge the battery, or you can easily remove the switch, the tail cap, remove the battery, but you don't have to unzip tie, double face tape, however you mounted that switch with the clips or whatever it is.
Dummy cords, wires, zip ties, Velcro, it's not going anywhere.
And that's all included with that light as well. So when you buy it, everything you're going to need is in that package for you.
So it feels like you've got an O-ring under here, and then there's an O-ring here too.
Correct.
That's pretty slick. I love seeing, it's not often that you see ideas that are legitimately different, but that is, nobody else is doing that.
And one of the unique features also with the headlamp is we've moved the switch from the top out to the side. So if you've ever reached up and hit a top switch headlamp with 1,000 or 2,000 lumens right in front of your head, it can be painful. So
because if the switch is here, I'm usually bouncing that light directly off of my palm of my white hand.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah, don't do that again. That's pretty slick. Well, that's pretty awesome. Can you give us some numbers on these as far as like run times and outputs and all the nerd stuff?
Absolutely. And one of the other key features is our 10-tap programming. So you look at the handheld light, it's going to be 2,000 lumens, 2.5 hour runtime on high. it runs 100 lumens on low for 25 hours continuous on a single charge. It has our standard 10-tap programming, so program 1 is going to be high, strobe, and low. Program 2 is high only. Program 3 goes low to high, so the end user can take this light, program it how you want. If you want it to strobe, you can have that feature. If you don't want it to strobe, you can put it into high only or low high. And that 10-tap programming is also in the weapons mount, rail mounts, and the headlamps.
Awesome. These are all available right now, right?
Correct.
Now, the typical obligatory questions that we ask at SHOT are, when can I have it and how much does it cost? One of the challenges here, though, is that out in the market, you were explaining to me off camera, the actual prices for these things tend to be way lower than your MSRPs, but you guys don't have much control over what the retailers decide to sell the products for and then. So to answer your question of how much does it cost and when can I have it is now, and how much does it cost is, well, go out to the various different retailers and look at what they're selling it for, because they vary a lot.
Absolutely.
All right, so we also have a little itty bitty weapon light, right?
Yeah, we have a new addition into the TLR series of lights. In the subs, we have a TLR 8 sub, and it comes in a red or green laser in all 4 models. So we make one for the SIG 365, 365 XL, the Hellcat, the Glock 43X, 48 MOS, and then we make a 1913 model that will fit multiple pistols. The new SIG X Macro, for example, takes the 1913 model in the subs. So it gives you all the features of the original TLR 7 Alphas. You have a lockout on the front tail cap, so you can lock out the face cap so that it doesn't inadvertently come on if you're putting in a soft case headed to the range. The battery, CR123, goes in through the front, totally ambidextrous switching. The way that you would go from one program to another, you just press and hold the button on one side and tap the other. So you would have the ability to have light only, laser only, or both. Wherever you let go, that's what's going to be ambidextrous on both sides. Momentary is a press and hold, tap it to lock it on. So great additions into the TLR family.
So this is more or less the same as the other models in this line, but now the new part of this is that this is the version that's small enough for a subcompact and now adds the laser to it.
Correct, and 500 lumens of output. So you're looking at a subcompact weapons light at 500 lumens of output.
That's pretty sweet. And again, these are out there available right now.
Yes.
And again, the pricing varies on these dramatically also.
Yes.
So we can't make any promises. Matt, thank you for your time. Thank you for putting up with my crap.
No.
Thank you guys for watching. Please support our sponsors because we can't do this without them. I love you.